Hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we have a Crossley Creek public match for you, but before we get into that, thank you to our Patreon members for the support. If you'd like to support, go to the link in the description where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. With that all being said, let's get to our server pop. Server pop is 2:30 right now. It's about 5:15 p.m. Eastern Time on February 1st. Inbounds looks pretty good right now. Artillery-wise, the Confederates have 16, whereas the Union have 15. So, again, nearly perfect balance. Officers for today, on the CSA side, you have Ski, you have Sogos, you have Newberry, you have Arthur Salem. For the artillery, you have Caramon, the 5th, and Spartan Grant, whereas on the Union side, you have Krabby Brute, Cooks, Homos Banana, Senior Daz. For the artillery, you have Agrippa. Let's get into our round. So, Crossley Creek here, Union Artillery is right there for whatever reason you want to come up with. Point of contention is right here with the whole CSA team on it. I don't know why Union Artillery is there, but frankly, where else are you going to put Union Artillery? All the way back there where they can't see anything. So, generally, this map, Union can really only go down this side if they want to get the most amount of cover approaching the point. Surprising that CSA is refusing to defend that. Maybe they think Union's going to come from this side, which Union can move up to kind of this line here. It's slightly defilated. They also have some rocks here. You can't use the snake fence because the snake fence is out of bounds, which is a little unfortunate. That's the map design of this is a little interesting. Like, I think if Union were able to go attack from this side as well, I think this map would be very good. But unfortunately, Union can really only attack from that side. They want to attack from the open field, they can, but you all know what happens when you attack through an open field in the Civil War.
No, we're good, we're good.
Those rifles are very effective. So, taking in balance, we don't exactly know that for these new maps. That hasn't been tested yet. However, we do know that after the first day of these maps being released, developers gave a 15% increase to the Defenders tickets because Defenders were being killed by about a whole morale stage. Weapons for each side. The Union, they have the 69th New York, which has the Springfield 42. It has the buck and ball. And that means it shoots 4 to 5 pellets. And each pellet is a one-shot kill. And then they have the 28th Massachusetts as well. So they got the Irish brigades there, or the Irish regiments. And the 28th Massachusetts has the Enfield. Meanwhile, CSA side, they've got the 33rd Virginia, which has a very nice Irish flag. I am pretty sure it's this one here. You can see the theming of the regiments is all Irish on these maps because these drill camp maps are ahistorical, and so they kind of just did whatever worked. But CSA's got the 33rd Virginia. They have the Enfield and the Lorenz, whereas the other regiment, the 8th Louisiana, has the Enfield and the Springfield 55. So Union's got a little advantage here. Now, a question you might be wondering is why is the CSA not holding up there where they have the corn, kind of that fence? Why are they holding in the open field? That is a very good question. And the answer for that is I don't know why they're doing it. There is only one way Union attacks on this map, and the few times I've seen it. These maps have been out for a month and a half now, and even though the metas are still evolving, metas and word rights, they take a while. It's not, you don't play the same map that often, so metas kind of take a while to change. However, it feels like there's common sense with some of these things. And common sense would tell me not to hold in the open field. Because now Union's got this great snake fence position. They're going to be able to shoot down CSA. And you gave them one of the great spots of this map. Any second, Union could roll up the snake fence and get on the point. I don't know why a good chunk of the Union is over here. But nonetheless, you got some CSA. Looks like they're skirmishing from a distance with them. Looks like only one company is here for a Union.
Probably don't need to take it too much farther.
So, trying to see, because you got one Union company there, you got one in the center. Got one, maybe two over here. No, it's just one in the artillery. I don't know where the 4th Union flag is, but anyways, this is most certainly a start here for CSA. They're down on tickets already. Not terribly surprising. I mean, the attackers are going to have a ticket imbalance in their favor. Generally, in the shootouts, too, that favors the attackers. Because if the attackers have a larger pool of tickets, generally shootouts are one-to-one trade because on these, it's hard to shoot in this game. When you're aiming, there's sway and whatnot. And a lot of it can be random as well. So there's just so much randomness and stuff involved that I generally like to say that shooting, even at a medium range like this, is a one-to-one trade. And the attackers have more tickets overall. So based on that alone, attackers would generally do better in a shootout. Now, the attackers can't just sit and shoot their opponent down the whole game, because normally it doesn't make the defenders lose a lot of tickets, but the attackers have bucket ball, and CSA gave them great ground, so I guess the outcome of Union winning by this much is not that surprising. So, Union getting charged out from CSA, which they do get one of those flags, so that's a good start here for CSA. It's a little confusing why they would give up these positions and try to charge Union out. Looks like the other Union regiment fell back. So, Union kind of giving up this spot for some reason. What a weird start to this match. Most certainly a start I would not have expected from this. If anything, I would have just expected a lot of fighting on this corner here. But that's the great part about this game, is that no two battles are exactly identical.
I'm right here.
Excel, go with flag.
I was almost going to say two battles aren't the same, but... Yeah, two battles aren't the same, but... When you get metas involved, generally you'll see maps and things do the same thing, but when you have different people leading on each side with all having different ideas of what to do, generally the matches don't repeat themselves, even if the metas are the same, so... Seeing your dad sending his guys across. This little position they're charging here, the CSA, you might think this is the defensive line. It's, sure, there's bushes and stuff, but there's no stake fence there. And CSA are not really holding here, but they might have seen him. Ski is shifting his guys over here.
Spread it out. Here they come, light up the bushes,
Someone definitely warned them, so there goes Senior Dad's guys, they're charging out the sides. CSA almost down to engage. Union about a third of a stage away from hitting engage. But it looks like CSA are going to hold that, especially since Union did not bring their flag up. It's hard to win a charge when you can't respawn guys right in the middle of your line. So, CSA hold. That's the thing, right? Is, I don't know. It's a little unfortunate. I think that Union was able to get ground given to them, and they were not able to take advantage. I mean, they're winning on the tickets, which is the only thing that matters, but it just feels like a lost opportunity. Like, almost like the battle at Antietam for Union. It's extremely frustrating watching the overviews of the Battle of Antietam and just seeing the Union not completely destroy the Confederacy there. It frustrates me sometimes, but obviously hindsight is 20/20. So you have some more Union pushing up here, getting a little more pressure. CSA pushing out to the position they should have been at the beginning of this round. Maybe they just wanted to... Maybe they were guessing Union was going to be very conservative and not really attack and take positions. Which, it's hard to tell what your opponent's going to do in a pub match.
Shooting, boys, keep shooting. Good shots.
So CSA kind of hunkered down, being shot up from two sides. Good part for Union, though, is that flag did despawn there. Despawns after 5 minutes, so Union will get it back at main. Union's not doing much over here. I mean, they did that charge, and that was nice. But those shootouts from long distances over the long run do not help your team that much. Unless you're a defender. Those long shootouts are what you exactly want. Because it means not a lot of people are dying, and that clock is ticking away.
That's our flag bearer. That's our flag bearer. Good work, Portugal.
No way.
Keep shooting, boys.
I got the flag. No way. Oh, you to the right. You to the right.
So these nice little close engagements are going to be great for you. And I don't know what company Homeless Banana has. CSA try to go into reinforce with another flag. If the CSA roll up right behind, they could switch. They could squeeze that. A little unfortunate. But looks like Union main spawns have pushed up, and they're going to reinforce this. They might go in and charge right away.
Good shit. They're right behind that shed, Krabby. I think we can charge that.
Come on, run. Over here, boys.
My guys, we're gonna be a distraction.
See, it's looking like Krabby Brute is doing exactly what the CSA aren't. Like, CSA could get there and get a great pinch. Krabby Brute is going to try to go around the side here and get a flank. You can see John Cook's guys pushing up in the center. As you heard him say, trying to be a distraction. But CSA retreat. And, you know, they are outnumbered. And so, from the overhead view, that's a good retreat. They also retreated very early. They did not wait for the Union to hit their line and engage in a melee. So, that's really good. See a lot of times.
Let's not charge the corn.
Obviously, circumstance
Are they
depending.
charging? They're charging. Let's go. Get in there. Get in
But-
there. We're charging.
You will see people getting charged, and they will wait till their opponent hits their line, and then they'll say retreat, retreat, retreat. By that point, you guys are focused on retreating while they're in your line killing all your guys. So it's if it's too late to retreat, you might as well get in melee and make them lose some tickets. So Union dropped to engage. Here comes another charge. Union's up by almost 2/3 of a morale stage.
Come on, fellas. Reload your weapons.
A little spread out here, but there's a lot of bushes and stuff that would provide some cover. Some of those Union guys actually pushed into the open field, taking shots. Instead of that, CSA on the left side collapsed into this tree to get flanking shots on them. But meanwhile, the Union over here pushed up. So this is great for Union. Really good timing. Intentional or not, great result. So that's why that charge never really fully liked CSA, but CSA is almost down to taking losses. Let's see, are they going to charge? Yeah, they are. They're charging the artillery. There they go.
Keep pushing, man.
So maybe Senior Daz being over here in the end was worth it. Wild circumstances, but they're actually going to continue pushing up here. They're trying to take these artillery and these grounds here. If they could take this, they're going to put themselves between the CSA main spawn and point, which would be huge for them. I don't know if it's going to work, though. CSA is kind of falling back.
Is our flag down?
So, I don't know if Senior Dash, they did not charge with their flag, so. With that all being said, Union's taken the ground. They've gotten one CSA flag in the process.
Load round ball. You're gonna load round ball.
Round ball.
So again, rounds kind of picked back up. Heavily in Union's favor. Union has those flags. Looks like Union's actually going to push out here.
Second ball.
So Union, I don't know why they're not pushing to that. I guess it maybe is. It's not that deflated. I guess they can use it as cover. But you do have the rest of CSA kind of mobilizing in the backside. Already you're losing almost a fourth of a morale stage in tickets and taking losses.
Gentlemen, sticks to tits and fucking ball.
And you have a couple CSA guys charging out here. They're still trying to spawn their artillery though, which is not always great. These guys gonna push up with the flag now.
Come on,
Hey, it's a good move. So, Union have nearly control of the map. These guys are on point. The artillery, I think. So that's why CSA has a full cap right now. It's not because the infantry is all the way back there. But again, CSA, they've gotta change something up here. This is going to be a slow and painful death if they just get shot down here from a distance. the nice part about being aggressive as an attacker when you start the round is that you bring everyone's tickets down, regardless of if you're in the lead or not. You'll have plenty of time to kind of do what you want to do. Want to sit and shoot, if you want to charge, if you want to early cap, all the options are available and at your disposal with plenty of time. See, a lot of times attackers will just sit and shoot for like 20-30 minutes, and then they'll have no time at the end of the round and make desperate decisions that need to work on the first rip. And if they don't, they'd run out of time and the match is over. So Union's falling back at center. CSA retake the rocks. Meanwhile, you have a Union company charging behind CSA right as they push out. Union timing today is insane. They get 2 CSA flags down for the moment, which I don't think CSA realized, at least the officers, I don't think they realized they got charged out.
Get up. Lewis, get up. Lewis, get up.
So them keeping those flags down is huge, especially when CSA over here mean to push up. Union is capping the point. You have guys there. There's an officer there as well. So Newberry, I think he's trying to lead his guys, trying to get in flank, but he might hit his team into braking if they charge. CSA, if they can avoid hitting braking before Union cap, that'd be huge. Union artillery is here.
Oh shit! Yeah, get off the point, guys. Get off the point. Get off the point. Get off the point. Get off the point. Everyone.
I like the idea. You can hear him saying get off point. That's what they need to do. CSA charge in the corner here. It might not matter because CSA is going to hit braking in a second. Krabby, Brute, and Homeless Banana telling their guys to charge. They want to hit CSA into braking before they cap. Couple more kills will get it. Got Union guys straggling out here.
Hey, dumb shit, look right. Heck you, buddy. Heck you, buddy.
There they go. So, really well played round for Union. Interesting start from CSA. I don't know why they'd give up those original positions, to be frank. But, hey, you take what you get as an attacker. Yeah, just really well done from Union. Deserved to win here. And they were up by a whole morale stage there by the end, too. Who knows what it could have grown to by the end. So, I mean, CSA got to hold the opening positions. There were also a couple times where CSA could have flanked and charged behind Union, but they did not take advantage while Union did. So, Union simply did everything right. CSA made mistakes, and that's about as simple as it will get. With that all being said, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, we have a Patreon where you can get a live stream of all the broadcasts we do. You can advertise your regiment in the bottom of our videos and get an additional broadcast per week. Besides that, though, we have our Discord, merch, X, Instagram, and TikTok. Those links are in the description. Regardless of all that, I appreciate you all, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night. We will see you in the next War of Rights broadcast. Goodbye.